Hi guys, in this video we're solving for this yellow cross, and you should already have your cube looking like this with the white side solved and the first row and second row. If you haven't done this, then go ahead and go back to the first video that I have showing steps 1 through 3. This solving of the yellow cross is step 4 in solving for the Rubik's Cube. If you already have the yellow cross on your cube, then go ahead and go to the video for solving the yellow side. Before we go on, we need to familiarize ourselves with how to turn our cube. If you know how, then go ahead and skip this step. Each side is represented by a letter. The front is F, the upper level or the first row is U, the bottom is D, the right side is R, left is L, and the back is B. So to turn it, you think of each side as being a clock. So if you want to turn F, which is clockwise, we turn it to the right, and FI is to the left. The right side, same thing. This is our right. The clock turns this way for clockwise, so right is R to the right, RI is to the left. So when we say R, we're going to turn it back. When we say RI, we're going to turn it forward, like that. And same thing for the other side. We're going to do the left. Think of it as a clock. Clockwise, we're turning it to the right. Counterclockwise, to the left. And if it's on the left side, we're going to go clockwise forward, counterclockwise backwards. The bottom, same thing. Turning clockwise is to the right, counter is to the left, but when we're holding it like that, clockwise, we're going again this way to the right and counter to the left. And you want to repeat that and familiarize yourself with the way you turn it for all the sides. When we're solving for the yellow cross, we want to think of this pattern, fur or through. So if you have 3 in a row like this, we want to use through. And the pattern is F, R, U, R, I, U, I, F, I. But if you have a yellow in the center or yellow like this in the backwards L, or if you have yellow here, a couple yellow there, it doesn't matter. As long as it's not in a row, we're going to use F, U, R, U, I, R, I, F, I. If you don't have 3 yellows in a row, let's start with the pattern F, U, R, U, I, R, I, F, I. And if you have the 3 in a row, skip ahead and I'll show you how to do that. If you have the yellow center and a yellow edge or a yellow corner, let's use this pattern. And if you have the backwards L here, you want to hold it so that way it's facing the left corner or the left side, the left back side, like that. And make sure this is the front of your cube and this is the top of your cube or the upper side of your cube. So we're going to follow this pattern, F, which is we're turning clockwise or to the right, F, U, and that's the upper side. We're turning it to the left, which is clockwise, F, U, then R, we're turning it backwards, so that's F, U, R, and then the last one is U, I, which is counterclockwise, so we're turning it to the right, and then RI, we're turning it down, and then FI, turning it to the left. And if you look at the yellow side of your cube, you should have a cross. If you don't have a cross, then go ahead and repeat the same pattern. Every time you finish that pattern, that sequence, F-U-R, UI, RI, FI, you want to look at the top or the yellow side of your cube. Remember, when you have a row, make sure you hold the cube like this, and your top would be like that. This is the front, this is the upper side, and you do not want your row to be up and down like this. Remember to hold it like this for the FRU, RI, UI, FI pattern. You want to go F, which is turning it to the right. Then we're doing R, which is turning it back. U, turning it clockwise to the left. Then RI, we're turning it down. UI, turning it to the right, the upper side to the right. And then FI, turning the front to the left. And you should have a cross. If you don't, then continue with either pattern, FUR, UI, RI, FI, or if you have a row, then continue with FRU, RI, UI, FI until you have the cross on your cube, like that.